Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about DeFi money market. What is DMG or Dmm Governance? We're going to go over that and more in this project or in this video, and let's see if this is possible 10x or possible just straight pump and dump. Well, let's get into it. Alright, so DMM was at a all-time high of about $1.77, $1.78. In a all-time low, I want to say of like 15 cents, 14 cents or something like that. 16 cents, I'm sorry. So it does seem like it kind of came back down to those levels. Obviously around the first it came back to those levels. It's currently sitting at about 30 cents. You can purchase this on a couple of exchanges. The most liquidity right now I would say is on Uniswap. Actually no, it's on MXC. Not really sure what that is, but I know what Uniswap is. I would recommend, if you are looking into it, probably try Uniswap. So Dmm Governance. Oh, first hit the tokenomics. They do have a 48 million circulating supply and a 250 million total cap. They are possibly thinking about a token burn. It's basically what DMM is, just a token, a governance token. So they have a protocol where you get like 6.25% interest on the project and whatever, so earn 6.25 on these different assets, USDT, DAI, didn't mean to go back, ETH, and etc. So and go on the swap, and then you can literally just say, hey, I want to swap 1 USDT or 1 M DAI. This is for redeeming it. You can mint them by doing this, and how it works is it actually goes like this. So you can see how 1 M DAI is worth $1.05. So the interest is built in. It automatically accrues 6.25% APR. So you can see this project came out. So the overview, you can see that this project came back out around July, and then obviously once it hits July, this token right here should be worth about 1.6, and not this one, but the other one, the very first asset we saw, it'll be worth about 1.625. So basically your interest is already built in, and it compounds. So whenever you go to redeem it, you can automatically just say, hey, I want to redeem my METH or whatever to an Ethereum, and you can just exchange it that way, and you get 6.25. Now you guys are like, okay, so what's the Dmm token? Well, the Dmm token, or Dmm token, is your governance token. What that means is you get to vote on different projects and vote on different things or different collateral that you want to put it on. Right now they're mainly just doing cars. They are backed by real world income generating assets. The reason why I like this project is, imagine if they start doing it with loans on houses is huge. Everyone's got to have a house. Everyone needs to get a loan. And if they can get a loan through this way, well, they're going to do it. And just think about it. This allows you to tokenize your house. So say you have a house owned free and clear, they're tokenizing it with 180% collateral. So say their house is worth $200,000, well, they're only going to get $80,000 out of it. And if you think about that, well, it's to our benefit if we're holding the DMM tokens, and they're paying, or it's paying out 6.25 to the other people who are staking, or not staking, but collecting these tokens right here, the METH or MUSDC, whatever they're collecting. But the difference between the 6.25 and whatever they're earning, which is currently like 11%, the governance token holders get that interest. So you get that for staking, and you get to vote on the protocol. And if this project does go up in price, well, hey, your token increases in value. This is actually not backed by, but well, I guess you can say he's backed because he is invested in this project. Tim Draper. These are his top 4 projects, by the way. He has 4 that he's looking at, is ANT and DMM. This is the one we're talking about right now. So with Tim Draper, Unstoppable Domains, and Tezos. So Tezos, the reason why I selected that one is because it's the first staking protocol, and it is a sustainability solution over Bitcoin's mining protocol. Here's some of their partners. They got Huobi, Chainlink, Draper Venture, which is Tim Draper we talked about, Coinbase, Fortmatic, I mean, who knows? What if they get listed on Coinbase? It'll have the Coinbase effect. And I mean, this is stinking 30-cent token. Just imagine what it would do on Coinbase. Here's some of the foundation. You guys can research more about them. Go into the LinkedIn pages, learn more about them. You can look at the Chainlink integration. You can join them on Twitter, Telegram. It's different places you guys can go to check them out. Overall, the project, in my opinion, it does have a couple things going for it that I do like about it. What I don't like about it right now is currently, here's the issue I'm having, is the assets that it has are really just cars. So you can view each of the lien, go ahead and just click on it, see the lien. This will tell you the lien and say, oh, okay, yeah, here's your lien against the car, whatever. But it's a car. I mean, cars are depreciating assets. That's my concern. And you could tell they are getting more and more car loans on this because some of these are pretty recent. And then obviously some are a little older. But the one we just looked at before this one was dated 2 months ago in November of 2020. So they're constantly getting car loans on it. They got a huge list of them, and you can see all of them on here. Yeah, so they're all active. But my concern is car loans. Car loans are a depreciating asset. Like if they put on houses, then that would just be like a huge game changer, and it would just be like, okay, I'm all in type of thing. But being that it's a car loan, that's the drawback of this that I see. I mean, hey, it's still a good thing because people need cars. You can see here's a couple of the assets that they're at. They currently have 1,805,013 DMG locked. So these are the ones that are locked up in the staking. So keep that in mind. There is some off of the table. It isn't a huge, I guess you can say, overpumped token right now. Only 48 million out there. But this is the token, or well, the token distribution. So 40% is allocated to the DMM Foundation. So this is for future growth and allows the project to build and so on. 30% sold in several public offerings. So in the beginning, they did have several of the tokens sold in the public offerings. They may have some more coming up, maybe a possible airdrop. I'm not sure. But usually when something like that happens, well, here's a good example. Let me show you guys Compound. So Compound, it was the same thing. When they were like an okay project, nothing was going on. It was just like, oh, okay, cool. Then as soon as they had the airdrop and everyone was like, oh, Comp, this is the next big thing. Bam! Shoots way up. I mean, sometimes all it takes is like a quick token drop and people are like, oh, wow, that's huge. Or like the ball drop of, hey, Tim Draper's in it. I mean, just little things like that. I mean, just for example, Bitcoin exploding. PayPal, they're listing it. That was just a huge, just made Bitcoin just take off. 30% for the reserve for paying developers, partners. So basically about 70% is going to be going towards the foundation for growth and paying for the people and so on. So 60% of the total supply is actually in a time-locked smart contract. So the next release is going to be in 2021 of November. So right now they just had a release of it of November 2020. They released about 20% of it. If you guys are still a bit confused of the project, this is basically what they do. They take real-world assets and they give a stable 6.25% interest rate. So if people have a bunch of money, or if people have some money and they just want to get a guaranteed interest and want low risk, they basically just mint for these coins, just as I showed you earlier in the video, and they just get a guaranteed 6.25%. And on the other side, if you want to participate in the governance and basically vote and say, hey, I want to do this, this, and this, you can actually vote. So for example, this is active. This is a voting that just started on January 1st, 2013, and it ends on the 16th. People are wanting to vote to have wrap Bitcoin in this protocol. So now people can use their Bitcoin or deposit their Bitcoin in order to get a stake on it. And it's into a smart contract. Same thing just for other protocols. You can vote on any of them. Here's just the previous one that they had. And you can see they are talking about token burns. So the reason they're talking about token burns is, well, if you're holding an asset, you don't want it to deflate. So it's the incentive. It's basically a governance token, and people are trying to make the project go up in value. They aren't going to want to pump the mess out of it and just make it like fully inflated with full inflation and say, oh yeah, just print a bunch of them. No, they don't want to do that. So here's a quick video just to sum it up as well, if you guys want to see that.
What is DeFi money market, or DMM? First, we have to understand what DeFi is. DeFi stands for decentralized finance, which is essentially financial services like lending and trading, but without a bank as an intermediary. Instead, all transactions are recorded on a secure public ledger so that the community, rather than the bank, can take responsibility for ensuring the validity of transactions. The underlying code, or set of rules governing transactions on this public ledger, is called smart contract, which governs the protocol. All DeFi applications are built using these smart contracts, creating unique ecosystems. DMM is a fully decentralized protocol that aims to bring earned interest back into the global monetary system. But how does it work? It's nearly impossible to earn interest in today's economy. DMM solves this problem by enabling anyone to earn a stable 6.25% interest per year.
A lot better than the bank.
So basically, anyone with an internet connection can deposit their Ethereum-based digital assets in exchange for Dmm tokens and begin earning interest. These underlying assets are used to acquire real-world, income-producing assets like real estate or aircraft, which are always over-collateralized. These real-world assets pay out interest greater than 6.25%, which is afterward returned to the DMM ecosystem and paid out to Dmm token holders. This nature allows users to seamlessly move in and out of the DMM ecosystem and receive their deposited digital assets, plus the interest generated in the form of the underlying asset. This allows DMM to provide interest to everyone, with the only requirement being an internet connection. By decentralizing finance, we can address issues of inclusion that have long plagued our global monetary systems and transform finance for the better. Visit DeFiMoneyMarket.com and start earning stable interest.
So yeah, basically that's the video in a nutshell. I kind of talked to you about it, but yeah, so if you guys are wanting to participate, you can mint your own tokens, or you can participate by buying the DMM tokens. Also, another thing is no more gas fees. So a lot of people who participate in like any of the Ethereum projects, if you saw some of my videos early, I was paying like $13 gas fees. Now they're stinking like $18, $19, $20. It's ridiculous. They just keep going up and up, man. Soon enough, those suckers are going to be like $100. But anyways, guys, let's leave you with a wisdom one-liner. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but let's go ahead and get into the wisdom one. Sending a message by the hands of a fool is like cutting off one's feet or drinking poison. So guys, basically what this means is if you have something important or anything that you want to do, don't have a fool taking care of it. Make sure the people you have working for you, someone you can trust. Just remember that and keep that in mind. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. If you guys are new to cryptocurrency, don't know where to get started, don't know what to invest in, well, participate in the triple threat. The first thing, set up a Celsius account. This is for your savings. This is where you're going to store your cryptocurrency, and you can earn interest. It can be up to 5%, 6%, 10%, and they even have some as high as 17%. Here's a referral link. Use this referral link in order to get 20 bucks in free Bitcoin. Part 2 of the triple threat is to get a Crypto.com. Crypto.com account is one of the best places, especially for a beginner, to buy cryptocurrencies, smaller altcoins. So now you have a savings account. Now you need to get a cryptocurrency wallet that allows you to buy those smaller altcoins like your Engine coin, your Raven coin, just like smaller alts, so you guys can participate in those big plays. My referral code is down here. If you use this, you'll get 25 bucks free. And the next one is Voyager. Voyager is awesome. There's a list of different cryptocurrencies you can use. What I like about Voyager in particular is you can actually make your next level up in buying cryptocurrencies. You can actually buy Bitcoin with a limit order. So you just hit buy Bitcoin, hit limit, and you type in how much you want. Boom, you're off to the races. So you don't have to watch it and make sure it's a good buy-in. Here's a referral code you guys can use to get some free cryptocurrency. This will allow you to get $25 for free. Can't beat free. And then obviously this is just a fun one, so you can get free cryptocurrency, is going on Lolly. You get a daily stack. All you do is you tap the treasure chest and you get free sats, and it's literally free. One of the days I literally got 20 bucks in free Bitcoin. Look, 101,000 sats. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video.